thing, not for me, but for the actual impressionists who did it.
Right.
Yeah, I got an email the next morning from one of the staffers on the Howard Stern show, and so when we revealed a week later that it was, how it was really done, I linked them up with the actual impressionists. And then one of the guys, Piat, who's incredibly talented and is like an insanely successful voiceover actor nowadays, ended up becoming basically a part of the Howard Stern staff through that video.
One of the other impressionists was
on
a
SNL.
pre-SNL Melissa Villaseñor.
It's true. I got so lucky I just sent them direct messages on YouTube. I just searched YouTube for impressionist.
Yeah.
And cold emailed 100, and 10 got back to me, and one of them happened to be Melissa Villaseñor, one of them happened to be Piat, and there was got super lucky. But since people submitted questions, I want to make sure we answer some of them. Andrew, I picked out a few that were somewhat germane to you. This one we already kind of did. The idea behind the perfect video from Manic Pixie Dream Idiot. What about Nintendo? Why are some of you getting back into making music together? Is there a specific motive behind it? I feel I throw that to you, Andrew, because I feel you are in some ways leading the charge of getting back on stage and performing.
Yeah. I think it's because
what is your secret motive?
I didn't stop performing. I was just producing records and playing in other people's bands. And when I started my current label, I was putting out so much. I recorded hundreds of tracks that are secretly scattered on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody's going to look for them. But anyway, I got I'd say burnt out in writing all this music. And I just needed a release, and I realized I wasn't really releasing music anymore. And I just started writing. I had some songs set away from COVID, and I was ready to play. And I spoke to Jukebox and they offered me that Brooklyn show, and I was like, you know what, I like playing and it's fun, and I miss it. And so I got back to writing, finished up some songs, still have a bunch of songs to release, some coming very soon. And I was like, I did the Sonic launch, and I was like, Rob, Zubin, Joe, Ross, let's do this. Mm-hmm. It's fun. People care. They don't care that we're old. And there's so much of a fan base now, and it's amazing. It's really fun. So I feel like it is a squandered opportunity not to be on stage having fun, making music again.
Yeah.
If people are gonna listen. So
it was really fun. I was glad you really had to badger me into it. I was very nervous about it and apprehensive.
It's not easy. But
no. It's a little bit getting the inertia, up and running again took some doing, but super fun.
Yeah.
And shocking how many people were there to see us, and how many of them were not born when we were making this music in the first place. And they don't seem to we're a bunch of dudes in our 40s.
I saw inspiring. I saw Paul McCartney last week. He's 83. Incredible show. 3 hours, no water, just sings better than he ever has. It's incredible. And then yesterday I worked with a bass player, jazz bass legend. He's 81, mm-hmm. and he drove himself to the 2 gigs in a row for 2 days of recording. Was prompt, on time, professional, very sharp.
We went from Paul McCartney 3.5 hour show sounds better than ever to drove himself to the recording session. I mean, it's a stark drop off in how we're praising these people.
I gotta paint the scene. We recorded we had him in Bushwick, New York, Bushwick in Brooklyn. The first day he had to park and walk 20 minutes to the studio. This guy is 81 years old, my friends.
That's impressive.
It was very impressive, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of being inspired and motivated to do yourself. Do you?
Yeah.
Be yourself. So I don't think there's anything wrong with doing music past 20.
No. And I think the motivation behind you getting back into playing live is because it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. That's what we do. That's why we're here, right?
Over here.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say, guys? Should we bring in another special guest?
Depends on who.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll bring him in, and then if you don't want him, you just say decline, and I'll hang up on him, okay?
Okay. As long as it's not Bora.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be awkward.
Oh, man. That's Bora.
Where are you right now, Andrew? You in Nashville?
I'm in New York.
Oh, in New York.
New York City.
What's your split these days? 50-50?
It's more like it's leaning more towards the New York, but yeah, still love me some Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to bring in Bora, but it's there's either a lag or it's hit and miss with these invites. Let's see.
He might be banned from Instagram
Yeah,
after that one time. Are there comments? I'm sad I can't read the
I'm
comments.
seeing a lot of comments. Let's investigate some of these comments. We got
Greg,
Whale Party 2. Whale Party 2 is saying Bora. A lot of people talking Bora. They want Bora. We got to get him in here. Oh wait, Bora's okay. Here we go. This is gonna work. Now we're back in business. Bora requested to join.
Is it gonna be the real Bora or his double?
Oh god, if someone made an account that's like one letter off from his actual account, they definitely just fooled me.
What if they look like him? Then we're good.
As long as they can act like Bora, we're good. Yeah, we'll just go with it.
What's the most private thing about Bora? We should ask him to make sure it's Bora.
I was asking for his ATM pin just to make sure it's him.
We all know that.
You guys get a lot of Oz the Mentalist on your algorithms. I don't know how this guy's doing it. How does he? Oh wait, we got him, folks.
There he
We can stop stalling.
Look at that sweet boy.
Bora, you look fresh from the shower.
Oh, thank you.
You look gussied up. Bora, I got to tell you, right off the bat, I want to ask you a question that someone says. They say,
Spit out a coffee.
Sarah the Creation asks, for Bora, how do you have such pretty outfits? And I think this is a good question to ask because you're wearing one right now.
Oh, easy. Goods and services can be exchanged for money.
Mm-hmm.
And, you do that in either slow succession or quick succession.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got some threads.
I guess that makes sense.
Sorry, that was a goblin answer. I don't know. I'll just take that as a compliment and say
Okay, fair
thank you.
enough. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Bora was, I'll remind folks, since we haven't said it in a while, that the reason that we're doing this today is because the album that we all four worked on, Not a Trampoline, is coming out on vinyl tomorrow. You just go to robcantor.com. And Bora was integral to the making of the album. Greg and I were reminiscing earlier about Bora when we recorded all the vocals at your house.
Yes.
This was before you had a recording studio.
This was during a transitional period of kind of moving out of a smaller space where I had all my gear to a much bigger space.
It's between recording studios.
It was between.
Right.
And I was like, I have all the gear and I'm really good at what I do. You just have to be okay with getting stuffed into the corner of my bedroom.
Yes.
We'll
We
pop
put
a
up
mattress
mattresses, right?
It was like
So
the
it's like
thing
a little.
a single
Fake
mattress.
room.
It was a
Yeah,
queen mattress.
okay.
It was very thick. But I opened the door so that there was a little bit of a U shape. And behind the door was a sound panel that I already had. And I put some sound panels on the walls. And the last sort of closure was my mattress. And Lordy Lewski, was that just the cleanest, quietest sound. Although it was very, very hot. And for that, I'm very sorry.
It was extremely uncomfortable and claustrophobic, but otherwise the best vocal booth I've been in.
It was so good.
And it did the
That's
job.
like
But
most New York recording studios.
It was-
Seriously.
it was very New York. It was very jerry rigged, but it did the job.
I can't tell you how many early writing sessions I went to, and I was like, okay, we'll go to my studio, and then I would show up at the studio, and it was literally a bedroom with a closet. I
Yeah.
was like, this is your personal bedroom. We're sitting on your bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
But I got the job done. You were also instrumental in designing the album cover.
Oh, I'm kind of sorry about that. I was looking for it. I was like, how did that happen? Because I know I did it.
Yes, I think that there was like.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell me what you remember, and then I'll tell you what I see the
when my precious sweet angel friends send me little demos, I would used to make artwork so that I could just put it on my,
probably iPod.
At the
I was
time,
gonna say.
or phone later on in history.
Mhm.
And it was just like a cute little thing that I did for myself, and it wasn't for anybody else. And then I took a screenshot of what I had done, and I sent it to you. And that was, I said, what's not a trampoline? I know, a deep fried chicken drumstick.
Yes.
So I put that as like a tiny little picture, and then I just typed not a trampoline. I just picked the font, and then I screenshotted that, and I sent it to you like in January of like 2014. And here, hold on.
You have the actual image?
What you said was,
Oh, you have the email. Perfect.
ha 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 ha, excellent. Misspelled.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
You were so excited that you made a typo, and then you said, "Did you make that? Did you just make that for fun?" And you said, "I really like that actually." And then, and I just thought it was a silly goof, and then you actually went with the idea.
I went with the idea because we were trying to think of. I think the thought was it's some like minimalistic kind of design where it's like a random object. Originally, it was going to be a single flamingo feather, and then that was like looked too serious, like it was trying too hard to be meaningful and deep. So the fried chicken leg was like the perfect way to make sure it came across as kind of absurd. Anyway, it was a stroke of brilliance, buddy. I loved it.
There was also a T-shirt, a flamingo T-shirt that I still have and wear. That bore Drew of a.
That's true.
Sort of like a kung fu flamingo.
Yeah.
Bora is in all
Cool shirt.
Organizations, Tally Hall, this album, and everything he's involved in, just the ultimate jack of all trades who can do everything and accomplish anything that needs to get accomplished. Like he did motion graphics for the All I Need Is You music video. He did I can't think of any other specific examples right now, but I'm sure there are.
Yes.
No, Bora is an incredible talent.
Where you're eating random food items.
That's a perfect example. Bora was the one who morphed my face so that it was a perfect loop, and it would just infinitely show me eating random objects. What a tedious and random task you took on my behalf. Thank you.
It was very tedious. And you know what? After Effects Adobe just came out with like a tool that just does that for you. Like,
oh no!
In one move.
Yeah.
And it took me like several hours to do it. So thanks, Adobe. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Adobe.
Yeah.
Let me.
I have a couple facts. I don't know if you're going to touch on them, so I'm going to
Tell us.
dive in. Interesting that people might not realize Maddie Diaz is on this album. She
Maddie
wound up
Diaz
touring
is on it.
She wound up touring with Harry Styles.
Yep.
Became a bit of a pop culture name.
She's also on Hawaii Part 2.
That's right.
Yeah. Is she? What is she on?
She's on
Black Rainbows.
Black Rainbows.
Okay, that's interesting. And I forgot the other fact, but I'll get back to you. Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
solid
it.
fact.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the album. We gotta talk about the album.
A massive
I will say-
factoid.
I will say after the Rendezvous music video came out, Maddie's manager reached out and asked that her name be taken off the YouTube posting.
Really?
Hey, fair.
That's
Too
fair.
fair. Too fair. Too curious.
The idea of the Rendezvous video was way better in the pitch than it was in execution. Like when I would pitch it to friends, I thought it was so funny because at the end I'd reveal, and the funny part is the like harlot who's taking him on this wild ride through the city and leading him down this path of destruction is played for no reason by an 80-year-old woman, and it would get a big laugh. But then in the video when you're just like seeing it happen the whole way and you're just like watching this disturbing romance take place. It doesn't seem funny at all. It seems dark.
But talking about it like this is again funny.
I stand by. I think it's hilarious, and bizarre. But yes, Maddie's representation was none too pleased.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you win some, you lose some.
I like that fact. That's a good fact.
Here's a question from Adel Gano. What's the most persistent object you have?
Is this directed toward anybody?
This is for Bora.
I just thought it was an interesting philosophical question.
I almost said like my body, but apparently there's some little factoid that your cells like replace themselves like every like couple of years, depending on what tissue it is. So it's like kind of like a ship of Theseus type of situation. So that kind of went out the window. I might be misinterpreting this question, and if so, I'm sorry. I was just going for like, what's the oldest object you have?
I have a paperweight that was given to me when I was 4 years old by my uncle. It's got my initials on it. I bring it with me everywhere.
You bring it with you everywhere?
Well, I guess I bring it to when I move to new homes.
Okay. Yeah.
It goes to the new home.
That's
so
sweet.
I still have it. Yeah, it's a nice little thing.
I'm gonna say my Nintendo Entertainment System.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think in this room, the thing I can see that I've had the longest is my first acoustic guitar, which I got when I was 13, which is a Siegel brand acoustic guitar purchased in New York.
Is that good?
No, felt exciting at the time.
Yeah.
It was like it's a high quality, low cost brand,
Okay.
mid price range.
HULC. I can't see the comments, but I imagine them being like, "That's not what persistent means. This is something else that was recently coined."
There was just a comment, Bora, can I be your number one fan?
You're gonna have to get in line because
Your mom is number one.
Andrew is.
No, I'm number one. Or when's your album coming out?
As soon as humanly possible. It's hard work doing a album worth of songs by yourself, but yeah, I'm trying to get it done as soon as humanly possible. So
Now that you live in Los Angeles, you don't have you're less of a man on an island.
yeah, that's true.
We should all come over and help you.
That was going to happen. I was going to make demands without,
Perfect.
preparing you.
Perfect.
Like, come over and offer yourself.
Here I am.
You're all going
I'll
to
head over. I'll head over at 7. I can be there at 7:20.
Great.
What are you working on in your spaceship?
Songs about pickles.
It's accurate.
It's accurate, actually.
Is there a pickle song coming out?
There's a pickle song coming out.
Nice. I love pickles.
No big deal. Yeah.
I got a sneak preview of it. It's delightful.
What's your favorite pickle? What kind of pickle do you usually order at a deli?
I like a kosher pickle. Just a standard,
Old style.
classic.
Dill?
Dill.
You got to get one of each, Andy.
Yeah.
It's
but
nice
I rather
getting like a
pickles.
fresh pickle and an older pickle. Yeah.
Typo Raccoon asked us about Maybe in the Night if I still know how to play the solo at the end, which I can say there may be a new version of Maybe in the Night coming down the pike, and I don't play the solo, but the person who plays it is on this Instagram Live.
Andrew?
No, it's not
I
Andrew.
I did. It was me.
Andrew, it's just like plank, plank.
Greg?
Not Greg. I feel like you'd really be able to get it now.
Is there anybody else on this
Yes,
line? that I see?
Bora has taken over the soloing duties if there's to be a future version of Maybe in the Night, which I guess I've essentially confirmed that there will be. It's quite a solo.
Who wrote Maybe in the Night?
I did.
You wrote it.
Yeah. Well, with Tally Hall, it was always like, at least with my songs, it was always a little bit collaborative. Like, I think Andrew, you and I were more of the like gonna bring 70% of an idea and then we'll flesh it out together. Whereas Joe usually had more of a complete vision for what he wanted the song to be in terms of the arrangement and that, he had like a movie in his head of how it should look and sound.
I think you told me once that Andrew wrote a lot of your bridges. You would come in with the verse and chorus.
He wrote the bridge to Never Meant to Know for sure.
I feel like you'd bring me songs and I'd only write the bridge.
Or you definitely did add key changes. That's one thing you would often do. I found a very early version of the like melody for Perfect, and there's no modulations whatsoever. It's all in one key. And you listen to that thing now, boy oh boy, you're circling that circle of fifths.
Music jokes.
Call me the sister.
He's really a bridge meister.
He's a bridge meister. Someone asked us, Sad Le Remy, you know Remy. Remy asked, and this is a dark question. I think maybe they meant it as like a don't actually answer this question, but here we are. What is your greatest regret in life?
Oh, in the words of Orson Welles, my regrets, I have as many as grains of sand in all of the beaches of the earth.
Orson Welles said that?
He did, yeah.
That's a hell of a quote. I like that.
Yeah, and I think I agree because it's important to have regrets so that you can learn. But if it's something specific to the young people out there, yeah, you can be wrong about something and it can really, really be painful. But then it just won't happen again to you, hopefully. And there are other people in this world who can support you. And there are other opinions and other, feelings and points of view that are outside of yourself. And there's so many wonderful things out there that you can experience. But once in a while, it will be sort of painful. But with those regrets, you can learn more about the world and have a better life.
Deep philosophical music.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you guys know there's effects on this?
Andrew's just been tooling around under the hood of Instagram Live.
I do remember, speaking of regrets, I do remember when we were working on this album, Rob, and you had just moved to LA, and you were kind of Tally Hall had broken up, or at least gone on your hiatus, and you were sort of trying to make your world. You were kind of pitching for these Disney shows, but nothing was coming up, and we're working on this album late at nights, and I did thought it was really funny to keep asking you, should you have taken that scholarship to medical school? That was a really good opportunity.
I so appreciated you being sensitive with me in that time. No, I do remember, I did the math. I thought through, okay, well, I'm 30, I'm 29 now. If I go back to medical school, I'll get my first paycheck when I'm 47. It was real, whatever the numbers were. I had tricked myself into thinking at the time, I'll try music for a while, and hey, if it doesn't work, I'll just go back to medical school. But the fact is, that's not the numbers aren't in your favor if you end up going that route. It's a long road to hoe to get that MD.
Oh goodness!
Growing up, parents want kids to be doctors and lawyers and stuff because they always made the most money. But now that's just not the case.
Yeah, I do worry a little bit. Well, I mean, whatever. We could get into a depressing conversation about all the jobs AI is going to take over, but is that really the direction we want to take this?
Speaking of people who work in medicine,
to bring in our next medically oriented guest. Can you see my screen wobbling when I'm trying to invite somebody?
A little bit.
No, it's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's read some comments while we're waiting for this person to join us. Rob,
yes.
Help me with my Spanish homework, please. I know you did that stuff with Quack. Help. See? No problema.
Ayuda. That's help.
See?
Ruled.
Nariz. Took me a second. I got
Ojos.
Ojos.
Lengua.
It's nice to have kids. I have 3 kids, and they're all at the age where I still know everything they're learning in school. Nothing is outside of my capabilities yet. It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
And they're so impressed when I'm like, Boca. They're like, how did you know that?
I know some things.
I've been around the block. Mans. I wasn't born yesterday. All right. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this final guest on.
Well,
Oh, wait. Good news, guys. We got our final guest. Everything's coming up live streaming.
Can I ask a serious question? I'm playing through all these filters, and they're all kind of the same, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not that different. It's just changing your lighting.
Yeah, I think if you had oh, there you go. That's different. I think if you had a brighter...
for like a beach behind me, or aliens coming out of my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that kind.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Keep looking. That's where your focus should be, for sure.
Okay.
I say that hypocritically as I'm searching to try to let our final guest in.
Your TikTok, how often do you plan to update this?
I don't know. I've set a dangerous precedent by posting every day the last couple of weeks. It is fun to see what a Tally Hall, community there is there. There's a lot of Tally Hall communities scattered on the internet. It's kind of crazy. You got the Tally Hall subreddit. You got the TikTok Tally Hall fans. You got the Instagram people. Bless their hearts.
You figure there's got to be a Discord, but I don't really know what Discord is. Or
I don't even know. I've never used it.
It's chat rooms. Okay. It's not. It's message boards? I'm a little confused.
That I've never.
How do you find things? How do you find them? How do you know where the Discord is?
I don't know. Well, we were gonna have.
Did you tell him to try to request it? Because that's what worked for me.
Rossi baby, request me. I'm gonna try to accept you in. Ross, just shout. We'll hear you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, while I'm working on getting Ross in here, let's talk about why, Greg, we decided to re-record the drums and have Ross play on them.
Well, we were at Ryan Scott's funeral for his childhood, which was also his 40th birthday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which was, I thought, a fun premise for a 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And we were chit-chatting, as you do at a party. Mm-hmm. And I think someone brought up, like, it's been about 10 years since we did the album. Like, we should do, like, an anniversary release or something like that. And I think you mentioned, it always bugged me that there weren't live drums.
Yeah, we used MIDI drums on
We used MIDI drums, yeah. Some stuff, like, All I Need Is You, we, like, banged on drums ourselves. But, it was mostly MIDI drums. And I was like, we should re-record the drums for the re-release. And then, like, I said, 2 years...
I know a drummer. And his name is Ross.
Ross Fetterman.
And it seemed like the right guy for the job.
He seemed perfect.
It did take us 2 years from that conversation to actually execute the plan.
We started planning probably almost a year ago, 9 months ago at least, with Ross of, like, because he does not live in Los Angeles like we do. And the idea of being in the same room while he recorded those seemed good. So Ross found a time in his schedule to come out this past June, was it?
Yeah.
Like end of June, and we spent a week in the studio recording Well, lots of drums.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pause you right there, Greg, because I'm seeing the comments. There's a simple reason Ross can't join in this. There's a 4-person max. So, Andrew, we are going to vote you off the island. You've been here the longest, so we're going to say
Time check.
farewell to you. Thank you for coming. We love you. We'll talk to you later. And Ross, you're about to get accepted into this newly
Go quick.
Wait, Andrew, you have to sign off before I can let him join. I can't do it until you leave.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh, do I have to kick you out? Okay, I think you can figure it out. There we go. He got it. All right, this is all going. Guys, it's just like we scripted it. I'm glad I circulated that detailed script.
Right, do you see this?
Dialogue.
Do you remember this guy, the Fantastron?
I can't quite see it. It's out of frame.
I see. It's well, there's a little tube device which those crazy synth sounds on I'm Gonna Win.
Yeah. On I'm Gonna Win. Yes, I do remember that thing.
No. That's about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think now we're down in Andrew and we still don't have a Ross. Okay, this is gonna work. But yeah, it was so much fun getting back in the studio, recording the drums with Ross. We were worried we weren't going to have enough time to get through all the parts. It was like we had kind of the flex goal of getting some of the new music recorded too, but we weren't positive how much of it we'd be able to get to. Ross, he's a busy man. He was able to rehearse the parts and prep to a certain extent, but
right.
Still saying Ross is unable to join. How odd. Anyway, long story short, we got through the Not a Trampoline stuff and all of the new songs that we wanted to record. It was a dream scenario. Ross is a fantastic drummer.
Yeah, Ross showed up and was like,
there he is. There he is.
So
Speak of the devil.
apparently Instagram waits until right before you're about to log on to tell you that you don't have your microphone setting enabled.
Good. They want to keep you guessing. Keep you on your toes, Rossi.
Yep.
We were saying it was so much fun in the studio this summer when you came out.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a blast.
Even coming down with COVID halfway through.
I naturally didn't get it, but yes, Ross was staying with me and my entire family and in the studio with Greg and apparently had COVID the whole time. We didn't know. Well, thank you for trucking through despite your undiagnosed COVID.
I did feel fine when it started. I didn't join in on this feeling crummy.
But we were just talking about how, we not only got through the trampoline stuff, but a bunch of other songs because you showed up being like, I don't know, I practiced a little, but I don't know. And then you just perfectly would play the songs. You'd be like, I don't know, you went to a second take for fun?
It's a classic case of under promise, over deliver. And Ross knows how it's done, and he nailed it.
See, the success in my current industry. It's the name of the game.
So Ross, someone asked us this question, and I thought you might have a good answer. I Am Den Den was like, what songs benefited most from live drums?
Do you want what was my initial? So initially, I thought the disco-y ones, right?
Okay. Rendezvous, Light Shine.
Yeah, all those.
Yeah. Just because the hi-hat's not exact. It's not like a little loop that's just going.
Exactly. And I thought for sure the ones that didn't need it were the loopy ones. I was ready to record Flamingo.
Right.
Oh, right. Flamingo,
I think that one actually turned out great with the different drums on it.
It added a ton.
Great.
Yeah. A lot of people have asked.
The disco-y stuff, I think, is actually the correct answer to that question, but I think all of them did in some way.
Yeah, it definitely gives it a whole new life. And a lot of people have asked me over Instagram when we're gonna put the updated, or if we'll update the audio files on Spotify and whatnot, and we are going to. I think it'll be when we fulfill the vinyl orders.
you want to keep the vinyl a special thing.
I think so. That's nice for people who buy the vinyl to have that first, and then we'll add that to the Spotify in the days and weeks to come.
Because I do think the digital replacement was part of my contract, so you're gonna have to pull that at the point. Right?
Yes, perfect. Opal the Wallflower asks, "Do you ever miss being in Tally Hall?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me say earlier, but like digging through old hard drives of stuff, pulling out content and stuff.
I was here the entire 50 minutes.
Okay, got it. I found so much fun old, like, not a trampoline stuff, but also like tons and tons of old Tally Hall stuff. Should I share one thing I found right now as a little treat for people who stayed on the stream this long?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. I think I do. Oh no. Just gonna have Ross join the call real quick. Just kidding. Wait, how do I? Shit, now I've teased it. I feel bad if I can't do it.
Just share content right from.
I thought there was a way. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Well,
the important thing is that you share it with the three of us immediately after this call.
I'll post.
This is a
I'll post it.
pre-teaser.
Yeah, it was a pre-teaser. Apparently, I can't do it. Maybe when it's just me, but when I'm sharing the screen with you guys, I can. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a nice thought anyway. You want to know what it was, or is that going to be even more of like a salt in the wound that you can't see it?
No, let us know.
No,
it was. Well, I'll leave it a surprise. I'll post it. I'll post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I unearthed a bunch of stuff. But yes, the answer to the question is yes. EYXGSVMPDM. A username that just rolls right off the tongue. Asks, what was it like to work on non-Disney music again and with our beloved Ross Fetterman? I mean, it was fantastic. It's been so much fun to get out of the work for hire world a little bit more often this year and get back into doing this kind of stuff and get back into making things for me and for us and being the decider and not just sort of like, a part of a bigger machine. So I'll say that's been delightful.
Yeah, not to give too much away, but I think you already gave some away at a previous time, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
But it's, it reminded me too, like what a pleasure and a treat it is, and like a privilege really to work on new things when you're in a recording studio.
Yes.
When you're like you've got everything going, mic'd up the way it's going to be mic'd up, run through everything, and you still have the opportunity to kind of try new things and mess around. I feel like is not something you get to do every day, and even something musicians don't always get to do every day who don't have studios, especially drummers, right? Most drummers don't just have a great studio like at their fingertips all the time.
Yep. Yeah, that was a real treat. Well, we should do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow might be tough, but the whole like time zone work remotely in the mornings, super early when you get up anyway, and then go in the studio for the rest of the day worked out pretty
That's
well.
right. Ross was, when he was here recording the drums, was working in the mornings in this room that I'm in now in my studio. He crashed in here and then would wake up and work for 4 or 5 hours and then go play drums, all afflicted with a pretty severe virus.
It was a really, Dayquil really came to the rescue that week.
Yeah. Do you lose credentials as a immunologist to go around the world as a super spreader?
Yeah, it's pretty. To be fair, like once I had any loss of taste, I immediately tested for COVID. But
that was unfortunately the day you got home from the trip.
Yes. Well, I was actually at the airport on my way home.
But, was it? Yeah. Well,
I had it not that long before, so I was just like, and it's the summer, no one's getting COVID in the summers, but apparently that's changed. I think the unfortunate thing is, man, the whole landscape of that has changed because just the number of people's, like, I guess infection cycles used to be far more predictable for COVID. It's not anymore.
I feel like Ross is slowly slipping into work mode. This is fun to witness.
Our sponsor for this video, DayQuil.
Generate Biomedics.
No one's here to hear about viruses.
All right. Well, listen, it's 7:00. We've done it. We've chatted about 7:00 for us. That's true. Ross, you stayed up late. Ross was worried he was going to fall asleep during the first part of the live stream. I told him he should come on in a nightcap holding a candle.
Which we're still waiting for, RST.
Thanks for... What's that?
We're still waiting for that bit.
What?
Okay. All right.
Did you call him RC, though?
No, Arsky.
RC. Okay. Well, there's two R's on this call, so I thought you were talking to me, and that's what...
Listen, this bit just ground to a screeching halt. And,
I saw a username called... Oh, well, I thought it was Gary the Snail, but I now see it's Gary the Snail.
Yes.
But that reminded me, Greg, that do you remember when we first made All I Need Is You, we were originally going to release it under a band name, we were going to call it Gary. That was going to be our band.
I guess I had forgotten it was. I remember, there was some name we had come up with.
It was Gary.
It was Gary.
That's all. It could have been under the brand Gary.
I love it.
Disappointing.
Disappointing that we didn't do that.
We didn't do it. It was great.
I think it seemed funny that there would be a band called Gary.
Right.
It's not bad.
Maybe there's not too late.
Not too late. All right. Well, let's end on this note. Burgess Jaw 26 asked us, what's your favorite kind of cheese? We'll go around.
I think I like a blue Stilton.
Pungent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need an answer.
Yeah, all right. Gouda.
Gouda, Bora.
Kashar, it's a Turkish cheese that is delicious and oily.
And I'm going to say cotija.
Oh.
Street tacos.
Por supuesto.
Very salty, very delicious.
Que rico.
Ay, papi.
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this. Thanks to everyone who is on this stream. And hey, if you feel like buying Not a Trampoline on vinyl tomorrow, well, I should say in 2 hours, they go on sale on robcantor.com. Midnight Eastern, the fun begins. And I'm really excited to have it and to hold it. I think it's going to be a beautiful keepsake. It's been fun to get the Tally Hall vinyl and like hold it and see, it's one thing to think about having vinyl press, but then when you actually get it and hold it in your hands, it's very affirming.
I think this was in my contract, but can I get a copy?
Sweet. It sounds like we should probably get a contract started with you. Yeah. I feel like there's some deal points we need to hammer out. Yes. You're entitled to as many copies as you want, my friend.
All right.
Yeah.
All of them. Make
$35 a piece.
It will cost, but
it's something.
I'm going to furnish you with so many copies. You're going to shingle your roof with them, buddy.
The dream.
All right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for doing this. Thanks to everyone who joined us. And hey, it's been fun reliving the Not a Trampoline album cycle with everyone these last couple.